look at everybody. Hello, CV loves you. Greg to you. Paragon, the Jamaican Dragon, J Money. Good to see all of your not faces, but names, which are your digital faces. Hello, Daryl Hart, Giggle Trash, Stormburn. Oh my gosh, we're all in here. Look, I'm wearing the extra big collar today. This is a news collar. For news. Our top story. Okay. It's a lot of world events. I gotta focus up. And I gotta brighten this. There we go. Now that's news lighting. Hello, Skymer Trick or Treat. Hope everyone had a great time. I'm assuming everyone in here trick or treated. They went from house to house, storming your local communities, demanding candies, as is your God-given Halloween right. I might not be religious, but I do believe in a few things, and one of them is, you better give me fucking candy on Halloween. I don't care if I'm in my 30s. Exactly, trick or treat the Capitol. We're not rioting, we're trick or treating. Your ears are still ringing from Fiona Stream. I had that on for a minute, and I did have to mute it. And then I eventually turned it off because I was like, well, I'm just going to assume it's still really loud. CV loves you. Oh my gosh. 5 subs right away. Oh no, I don't even have a new goal for us yet. I don't even know what it would be, but thank you so much for the support. You know, yesterday I realized the AI thing that I used to speak with various national figures is way faster than it used to be. So that rap yesterday, I mean, it's always of a certain quality, but it was also completely off the beat. However, I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it so that the mouths should roughly line up with what people are saying. What do we want? Candy. Yeah, you know what? That could be the new platform. Halloween all year long. If anybody comes to your door in a costume, you are legally obligated to give them candy. It's like that quartering. It's like that amendment about quartering enemy soldiers or whatever, or letting enemy soldiers stay with you. What is the enemy soldiers amendment? Or is it God, I do not know anything clearly. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner. But the opposite, and for candy, is what I'm demanding. The Third Amendment be amended to mention Halloween, but not just for soldiers, for everyone, because that's my America. I've decided. It's good to see everybody. I forgot that I can do that now. I can get you closer to my head. You're not close enough yet, chat. Get up on me. Get right up on. Yeah. 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 Make all cosplayers fat. Make all cosplayers fat again. Make cosplayers fat again. Could that work as should I run for office? The Third Amendment should mention Halloween. And cosplayers have gotten too thin. I say the word fat with love. I want big, beefy cosplayers absolutely bursting out of their costumes, whether it's anime or comics, rotund Spider-Mans, impossibly chubbed out Ichigos from Bleach. I think they look great. Those are the kind of speeches I could give. Oh man, the Warcraft guy who did the South Park cosplay was pretty good. Oh, you know, just chatting about things. Why even talk about the news? Sometimes I realize, you know, you could talk about anything. So why even talk about all of the horrible news that there is? Because that is our duty as former football players. I never played football, chat. I don't think that's a thing most former football players do. Really? Because oh, hell yes. That's what I like that CCB loves you. That. Yeah, me too. Wow, we agree for once. watching your VOD and then realize you're streaming. Case, you need to stream at a more consistent time. Well, this is the last week of my Amazon job, so maybe I can finally get my life in order. I guess technically it's more in order when I have a job financially, but as far as doing what I want, unemployment's sounding pretty good. That's really irresponsible, and that's coming from me. Unless I make so much news money that I don't even need a job. Bring this camera all the way. Bring it in faster. I'm gonna... You know, I have gotten emails about a sponsorship recently. You just quit your job, Oogage? Congratulations, I hope. I mean, sorry that you... If you didn't want to and you felt compelled to. But also, yo, fuck the system. Honestly, dude. Fuck the system. Boom, boom, boom. That's the kind of news you won't get anywhere else. Dude, I fucking agree for once. That system, fuck yeah. That's the whole system. I thought you liked some of the system. Well, not like grocery stores or whatever. Is that part of the system? Sort of. Then that you make love to. Make love to the good parts of the system. And then fuck the rest of the system. Still consensually, to be clear. You don't have to explain this that much. Good. Okay. The only system you like is System of a Down. That is a pretty good system. That system as well gets a pass. That system only gets heavy petting. Affectionately. For System of a Down. Bro petting is what I like to call it. Good system. Like a pet. System of a Down is your... I think you're losing the thread, chat. Dude, get me a fucking sewing machine because I'm the king of threads. But not the... I honestly haven't used the Instagram app in a while. You're just free associating too much, chat. My brain's spinning out, man. Are we going to talk about the news or not? Oh my God. Ah! It's beautiful. Stop associating with things, chat. Fine. I'll dissociate. My therapist said I need to stop doing that, but honestly, probably better than your therapist. Well, be careful or I'll send you to therapy, chat. I don't want that. You already said you're in it. Yeah, I want my therapist. Okay. What kind of stuff's going on in the world? Well, are we going to be brave and talk about normalized therapy? Oh my God, now I gotta go to therapy right away? What? Well, let's do a news story and then we'll send you to therapy, chat. Shit. Can I go to your therapist? Functionally, no. Not exactly. But we'll send you to his brother, whose last name is also Chat. They look similar. One's face is way smoother, and the other's face looks a lot more like mine, meaning a little more craggy and red. You're forcing me to go to therapy as part of my job? Yes. Is that legal? Shit. Send Cass to therapy. Means the whole newsroom? Okay. Well, I'm only doing a little bit then. It's going to be confusing trying to run through everybody, but we'll try. It's a big ask, but we'll do it for you. See, V loves you. Why? Because V loves you. It's honestly not that big of an ask. It's just pushing a couple buttons. Then fine. Okay. Let's talk about the news first, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to talk about the raging, bloody, horrific conflict in the Middle East. I just still feel like neither of us can cover it with the level of gravitas it deserves. However, almost all of the media in the US is doing a pretty bad job covering it, so maybe we can't do much of a worse job. I'd say maybe we can prove everybody wrong and do the worst job. Okay. I mean, how rough can the headlines even be? Like, honestly, like how bad can the... Oh, that seems like a pretty bad... That's a pretty rough headline. Yeah, that's kind of how all the headlines are. They did it a first time. Yeah, they bombed a refugee camp twice. But they probably took out a lot of the bad guys. I think they got 2. Like one each time. but it's probably like a surgical strike, right? And they probably just got the bad guy. I think they got about some estimates have it at like 400 casualties, some had it at like 50, and then 150 wounded, and now the other one just happened, so they're not sure. But probably like definitely hundreds of people died to get those two. Okay, but compare, because like 10,000 almost people have died in the whole bombing, right? Yeah, I mean, it's around that is what people suspect. So compared to the rest of it, maybe that's actually more, they're improving their accuracy in a 1 to 400 ratio. Yeah, I mean, that didn't feel good even for me to say. Is there a story I can read about this? Probably. Let's see what... Oh my gosh. Ooh, the APs. Okay. Okay, we'll go to Reuters. Let's take it to Reuters. I love to write. Bring me to the desk. Okay, please welcome to the desk to just talk about depressing ass shit. It's chat. Whoa, I fucking got here so fast. Goddamn. I teleported my ass over here. In their defense, none of those refugees paid to see Dua Lipa. If only Dua Lipa was touring in the Gaza Strip, maybe she could bring peace to everyone. You're blaming Dua Lipa? Not blaming, just throwing it out there. What if celebrities started putting on concerts in Gaza? Can they really stomach dropping bombs if Lil Durk's dropping a fucking sick concert in the middle of Gaza? Honestly, you might have to go Taylor Swift if you want to top. What? Go like Taylor if you want to stop things. I unfortunately think a lot of Western politicians would have no issue bombing rappers. Okay. Taylor Swift, it's on you. That tour is changing the game. Add this to your bona fides. You created a ceasefire by putting on a concert. I just don't think you can ask her to do that. But couldn't you see it? Honestly, don't you think that could possibly work? Taylor Swift puts on a concert in the middle of Gaza. Well, she's gonna struggle to find any solid ground, unfortunately, to really put anything up. Dirk would be the one to do the bombing, actually. Shit. I was just grabbing a random... I saw, because you were working on that Amazon thing, so that was on your brain, and then it was on my brain for some reason. Yeah. Anywho, let's read this news story. Gaza / Jerusalem. And again, as I'm on the record as saying I stand with the people of Jerusalem. It is controlled by Israel, Jerusalem, technically. Yeah, but it's a multi-faith coalition, right? Yeah, I mean, you successfully kind of say nothing by saying that, but... Okay, it's also saying everything, though, if you think about it. Anyway, Israeli forces killed another Hamas commander. See? They got one in their second strike on Gaza's largest refugee camp in 2 days. As the first group of civilian evacuees from the besieged enclave crossed in. See, they brought it around at the end. We bombed the refugee camp, but civilians are evacuating. It's almost like those two statements are somehow related. Are they? In an abstract sense, sure. Okay. They're a very young population. Could be tons of Swifties in Gaza. Possibly. I wonder, what's her name of her tour? The Taylor Swift tour. Taylor Swift tour. Eras. She could usher in an era of world fucking peace by only touring active war zones. I think unfortunately Taylor Swift even has her limits, Chet. But why don't we try the eras of we'll call it Swifty imperialism, and we just fucking parade bomb Taylor Swift with a whole concert, tons of parachutes on top of a stage. like 8 helicopters carrying a Taylor Swift. This sounds like a sick ass music video, by the way. 8 helicopters carrying a Taylor Swift stage with her on it, just arms crossed like she's a fucking One Piece commander. Boom, they drop it, slams into the ground, maybe crushing a few people, but you know, that's kind of par for the course. And then she just drops in. Ooh, I want to be 22. World peace. Thank you for subscribing over chats. I mean, hey, who am I to say that wouldn't work better than what we're currently doing? I'm certainly in favor of dropping Taylor Swift's over dropping what's currently being dropped all over the world, but specifically Gaza right now. Okay, well, anyway, what was going on in this story I was reading? I am capable of reading, and I was in fact doing it. Pressing their offensive against Hamas militants, Israel bombed the densely populated Gaza Strip from land, sea, and air in its campaign to destroy the Islamist group after its deadly border rampage into southern Israel on October 10th. Just giving you kind of the broad strokes there. Palestinians sifted through the rubble in a desperate hunt for people trapped underneath Wednesday's Israeli strike on the Jabalah refugee camp located in Gaza. It is a massacre, said one witness of the strike. I think you just have to keep reading. Yep. There's no immediate word on possible casualties from the second explosion, which came a day after Palestinian health officials said Israel airstrike had killed about 50 people and wounded 150. Okay. The Israeli military later issued a statement saying its fighters jet had struck a Hamas command and control complex in. Can I skip it if I know mispronouncing it is offensive? Yes. Okay. Based on precise intelligence. Killing the head of the Islamist group's anti-tank missile, Mohammed Assar. Hamas deliberately built its terror infrastructure under around civilian buildings. Okay, so then they're saying the Hamas forced us to do that. But getting those two, I guess is what they're saying is that it was worth it. I think that's the implicit decision making behind all the bombing, is that they're basically saying all of these civilian casualties are worth it. I'd like to just agree with whatever's popular. That's very clear, chat. I'm just really struggling to coalesce my thoughts into a thing that will not enrage people. I just don't think that's an option here. I think Israel keeps bombing civilians, and at some point you just got to say that's bad. But the but is the whole statement. But they have to put something after a but. That's a connective word, Chet. But maybe this is revolutionary. Politicians get in trouble all the time because they'll say a sentence and then they'll say but. What if they put a period after the but? Put a but after your period. Israel has the right to defend itself. Killing civilians is wrong. But I rest my case. Chet, that doesn't, you're not doing anything, man. And isn't that, in some situations, isn't the bravest thing of all me saying that's all the time we have? Chet, come on, man. I guess fine. Yeah, look, there's the headline. In the words of Joe Rogan, shit's fucked. Yeah, I mean, I think that's hard to disagree with. But period. I will only speak in, what's the word for ands and buts? Conjectives? Conjectures? What? Look, I'm just saying, but. And with that, I say as well, peace, but. defense, but, and civilians, but. Okay, and exactly, conjunctivitis. And so with that, I say I've been Chet, and the news is never easy, but shoot, I did it. Now I want to say more words. What you're saying just doesn't make sense, Chet. And at this time, I will stop speaking because it's the end of my segment. But, and there you have it. Back onto you is the place in which I send it. Hey, I even rhymed. I didn't mean to. Sorry, everybody. I could shit on Chet, but I'm not doing a better job myself. All right. We'll do one more story and then we'll send Chet to therapy, just so we don't back-to-back the Chets. The Chets of the world. It's difficult to escape the gravitational pull of Israeli-Palestine news, which I think is totally... I don't think we really should be able to escape it. However, Biden's doing other things too. The government speaks also on other subjects. And so right now we'll turn to, CV loves you. Thank you so much for the support. We'll turn to what I would argue is a much dumber topic. AI. Yeah. I haven't talked about AI in a minute. And so why not do that? Apparently there's rules. There's rules to this. There's rules to AI. We swear. I'm sure the government understands it and can completely reasonably talk about it. We also haven't talked to Liliana in a minute. So let's send her over to the desk and see exactly what's going on with AI. And then we'll send them all to fucking therapy. Because they've earned it, guys. We all need therapy, I swear. Wait a minute, where is she? There she is, okay. I'm sitting right here. Sitting right next to you. Like, where is she? Oh, there. Hello, everyone. I'm Lily Albrechthen-Schmidt, a World Affairs and Kinks. And honestly, I'm not used enough. I am a therapist of sorts. A therapist for the decaying bodies of the elites. I improve their moods with my sexual wares. What I'm saying is I've got a thing for rich old power daddies with weak bodies. That's my jam. I'm upfront about it, and I just want to, if anything I say seems slightly slanted, just know it's because I find aging men who are evil with lots of power incredibly seductive. What? Why, Liliana? Who's to explain affairs of the hearts? No one. You must resign yourself to your kinks. No kink shaming. Okay, fine. Yes. I just answered it perfect. Look, let's see what's going on with what is it, AI? What back on this? It never stopped being used. Haven't you seen all those Twitter ads every 5 seconds that are like, you could maximize your bathroom breaks with AI? That's a you thing case. I don't think anybody's getting those but you. Stuff like that. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Biden executive order imposes new rules for AI, and here's what they are. The move aims to protect AI used for devastating weapons or cyber attacks. Wow, he looks scary as shit. It looks like he got surgery to try to keep his movie career going or something. It's just, I have to admit, and it honestly, that is me saying, I think he looks great. That really does it for me. I'm surprised if it would do it for anyone else. Well, he's pretty old. I don't think the way he looks is honestly my main issue with Biden, especially lately. I can't help it but comment on this sort of thing.
Artificial intelligence setting national rules on the rapidly growing technology that has big potential but also comes with risks. Our senior White House correspondent, Selena Wang, has those details for us.
Selena.
Good morning, Selena.
Good morning, Robin. The White House is calling this the strongest action that any government has taken on artificial intelligence safety and security. Today, the president signing an executive order that would require developers working on the most powerful AI models to share their safety test results with the government before releasing their products to the public. It also includes developing standards for ethically using AI and for detecting AI-generated content and labeling it as such. But this is just the start to tackling the many dangers of AI as it rapidly advances. The technology threatens jobs by replacing human tasks. It makes it far easier to spread misinformation and to steal people's data. The White House is also urging Congress to do more to pass bipartisan privacy legislation, and the White House making clear that this isn't just America's problem, but that the U.S. needs to work with the world to set standards here. Lindsay.
Selena from the White House for us. Thanks so much.
See, what I was really hoping was to hear Biden talk about AI. Does that clip exist? Because I'm just curious what kind of things he'll say if they really let him just kind of go off. Go off, King. Say some AI stuff. My hair's always perfect. What's my hair care routine? I cook bacon in the morning, and then I rub the grease through my hair. Then I let it bake in the sun for an hour and a half. Well, I'm totally nude, of course. This is also my tanning regimen. Then I go back in and I pour WD-40 over it. Why is it so oil-based? Hair's all about oils. Then I put my hair in the freezer. And then I use, I get it out of the freezer. I let it naturally cool. Then I use just over-the-counter Dove hair care products. That you're just buying, like, from CVS. Seems like the last step is probably with having the biggest effect. No, it's all about the first part. Yeah, are you sure you're not just wearing a wig? Your hair used to be blonde. So was yours. That's true. Anywho, AI companies must conduct safety tests and share the results with the federal government. A key rule established under the executive order demands that AI companies conduct tests of some of their products and share the results with the government. And that's powerful legislation. Say, hey, you guys run the tests, you pick what they are, but please let us know. I think this is going to make us safe. It does seem pretty vague, but I'm sure it gets more specific. If a safety assessment returns concerning results, this federal government could force a company to either make a product improvements or abandon a given initiative. The government's powers are permitted under the Defense Protection Act, a law enacted 3/4 of a century ago. A fancy way of saying 75 years, that granted the White House a broad role in overseeing industries tied to national security. These measures will ensure AI systems are safe, secure, and trustworthy before companies make them public. So, look, he did say stuff. President Joe Biden speaks in the Roosevelt Room. Where can I find? I want the clip. I want to see Biden speak on it. The heck, I at AutoZone. Don't knock it until you've gotten in the zone. AutoZone for hair. Let's listen to him. Let's listen to the king himself speak with power and confidence for 9 minutes. Jesus, we'll watch some of this about AI.
Is astounding. Artificial intelligence it promises an enormous promise of both risks to our society and our economy and our national security, but also incredible opportunities.
Okay.
Incredible opportunities. Just 2 months ago, Kamala and I met with these leaders, most of them are here again, to underscore the responsibility in making sure that products that they are producing are safe and making them public what they are and what they aren't.
It's so exciting to hear him talk. It really is like a roller coaster. Because you're like, uh-oh, is it gonna completely fall off the track? Are we going over the top right now? Are we about to hit a drop? Or is it gonna stay normal? And then it does stay normal, kind of, but it's sort of hitting drops, and the whole time it's like, oh my god. It makes him an electrifying speaker, because it feels like he's dying. It's definitely something to watch. Exactly, let's keep doing it.
Since then, I've met with some of America's top minds in technology to hear the range of perspectives and possibilities and risk of AI. Kamala can't be here because she's traveling to Florida, but she's met with civil society leaders to hear their concerns about the impacts on society and ways to protect the rights of Americans.
Oh, his
Over the
eyes
past
falling
year,
out.
my administration has taken action to guide responsible innovation. Last October, we introduced the first of its kind AI Bill of Rights. In February, I signed an executive order to direct agencies to protect the public from algorithms that discriminate. In May, we unveiled a new strategy to establish 7 new AI research institutes to help drive breakthroughs in responsible AI intervention.
Okay.
And today, I'm pleased to announce that these 7 companies have agreed to voluntary commitments for responsible innovation. These commitments, which the companies will implement immediately, underscore 3 fundamental principles:
What's those?
safety, security, and trust.
Oh.
First, the companies have an obligation to make sure their technology is safe before releasing it to the public. That means testing the capabilities of their
Okay.
systems, assessing their potential risk, and making the results of these assessments public.
He's honestly, he's sounding shockingly smooth once he hit sort of the middle of the speech. He adjusted his eyeball, blurp, and then he rolled onto it. You know, I'm actually kind of broadly in favor of government institutions researching technologies. There's been a lot of breakthroughs via government spending over the years. It's depending on how it's set up, it can be a technically less economically incentivized structure for research, although still plenty of incentives. Blah 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 blah. And let us listen to him blab more instead of you.
That has been an astounding revelation to me, quite frankly. Artificial intelligence is going to transform the
closer
lives
to
of people
camera.
around the world. The group here will be critical in shepherding that innovation with responsibility and safety by design to earn the trust of Americans. And quite frankly, as I met with world leaders, all the G7 is focusing on the same thing.
What?
Social media has shown us the harm that powerful technology can do without the right safeguards in place. And I've said at the State of the Union that Congress needs to pass bipartisan legislation to impose strict limits on personal data collection, ban targeted advertisements to kids,
Okay.
require companies to put health and safety first. But we must be clear-eyed and vigilant about the threats of emerging technologies that can pose, don't have to, but can pose to our democracy and our values.
Okay. Look at him go, saying fairly reasonable things, almost smoothly. Do you disagree just because you're a fucking hater case? I mean, you know, if I have any issue, it's the terms are always like, somebody will take care of this. You know, from the president. But hey, I mean, you know, I don't have the expertise to know what legislation is needed, but I'm broadly in favor of some kind of legislation of AI, like legislative control of AI companies. Because it does seem like it could actually be a risk. I mean, if you've been on social media in like the last 2 weeks, and we mentioned this on the Cream Team podcast, but a bunch of AI images have gone super viral that people think are totally real, even if they look fake to most people that have used any AI generation software. Indeed, troubling times. Which is also weird because you could use actual photos of stuff going on in Gaza to prove almost any point you wanted, you know, regardless of your ideological bent. You could just find other photos. But it's not as fun because you get to be creative when you generate an images. It can be like, large crowd of people in huge support of IDF, but they've got really beefy arms. Oh, so you saw that one? I wonder if we can find that one photo. Let's see. Can I find it quickly? Oh, I hate it when an article references a photo and then just doesn't show it. It's just not fair. Oh my gosh, none of these are showing it? That's so disappointing. Oh, here it is. The trick was to go to Twitter all along. Unfortunately, it's pretty low res. But, you know, here it is. Why is it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I can see what you mean. This is one of the ones that went quite viral. Although I think some of this went viral because it's so clearly AI generated. This is like a pretty low res version of it, but it's just an insane sea of arms. It's like baby's first AI generation, because it just looks real crazy. I don't know if you can see it very well here, but you know, there's people just kind of breaking out of containment here. This lady's just sort of standing for some reason on the edge of her apartment complex. You got to give it up to the AI. I mean, you know, none of us, I don't speak this language, but who knows? Maybe it's generating real words here, which would be impressive. So anyway, I guess we need protection against that. I don't really know what you do to halt the spreading of AI-generated images. I don't really think you can.
Give me your sweet biddies deep inside me. I love it.
Oh my god. Nor do I want to stop the spread of these 750 biddies deep inside me. How will I keep up with the Kardashians without social media? Exactly. The show no longer exists. If you want to know what kind of products they're telling you to buy, you need at least Instagram. Are you using the Gina Darling filter? I'm Liliana, I'm not Gina. Kind of, is the answer to your question, Philbin. I've seen zero of this because I know the real solution to the problem. Don't be on social media. That has been... You know, I'd almost entirely stopped using it, and then I did get kind of hooked into just doom scrolling on Twitter to read depressing news stories. But I've also kind of fallen off of it recently. I mean, right around when all of these AI images were circulating. But it was interesting to see how many people were engaging with them like they're totally real. Even when they look, what, slightly off? What, you've just never been in a huge supportive crowd before, so you don't know what 8 million spindly arms sticking straight up in exactly the same way looks like. It sort of looks like pasta from hell if you're in a big enough crowd. Hey Gina, how is Avali? I'm not Gina, but she's probably good. The podcast seems to be doing well, and I think they put out a video as they both got waxed. If you want to go check that out. Really? Yeah. Hardcore waxing of Gina and Ovally. Or maybe one of them. I'm not sure. But that also popped up on my Twitter. On yours? Yeah. If it's slightly horny, it pops up on my Twitter. My algorithm's way better than yours, Case. Can't argue with it. Can't argue with that. They got torture scrubbed. Oh my god. It's pretty intense. Liliana, you ready to go to therapy? Still one as a thing. I want you to check in with Biden. Oh, you want me to? Yeah, I want you to check in with Biden. Partially to see if your software is working properly again. And also because it's important to check in with our leaders at times like this. So why don't you do that? Then we'll send it over to... You know, because I'm totally against AI. So why don't you go completely, you know, devoid of any AI stuff. Go talk to the president. Yeah, I'm against AI, so I'll go talk to the president real quick. Yeah. Well, stop AI by going and for real talking to the president. Yeah, good call, Liliana. Okay, and with that, I'll talk to you soon. Keep your enemies close and your kinks even closer. I'm working on my own sign-off. I'm Liliana. See ya! I'm for AI, but only an apology for him. Let's see if we can get an apology out of Biden for whatever we feel like we want him to apologize for. And also, let's see if it's working. You know him. Who knows how you feel about him? It's our current president. It's I ain't lying. It's Joe Biden.
Listen, Jack. Thanks for having me back. Hard to know. Sometimes people can hear what you're saying, but the things you're saying got to be heard. And it's never been more important to say things than now. Because there's a lot of smack. And I ain't talking about cereal. Being talked all over the world. And it's a hard time. You know, they say weak men make hard times. Well, hard men keep it hard. We keep it real. And that's what I'll be doing not only for the hype trains of the world, but Americans. And I'm happy to, and I'm not afraid of questions. I eat some of them for breakfast. I'd eat them for lunch. If there was a snack called questions, I'd eat it. I'd eat it sometimes. So fire away.
Okay. Wow. Again, thanks for joining us, Mr. President. You know, regardless of any ideological differences we have, I certainly appreciate you taking the time. Hard men make for fun times? Yeah, well, how do you respond to that, Mr. President? That hard men, in fact, make for fun times.
Well, believe you me, Sonny Joes, I've still play a hard man in my time. I used to, back in my day, we used to play rock abs. Well, we didn't call them ads at the time. We called them stomachs, Jack. We play rock stomach. Where if you wanted to prove you were strong, you'd get the tallest boy in town, and you'd have him throw rocks at your stomach. And you know, if he hits your belly button, that was 20 points, and that was fun as heck. We'd, you know, about 20 of us, we'd push a kid against the wall. We'd throw rocks at his stomach, and you know, all of us were having a good old time.
Joe, that just sounds like 20 people assaulting a kid.
We used to play games different back in the day because we weren't all scared. A little bit of roughhouse, a little bit of chicanery. And now the only anery I see is angery. And I want to make anery chic again. Sorry, what?
Sorry, what? What are you saying? Sorry, I think my timing of these cuts might be a little bit off. Let me fix one thing real quick.
All I'm saying is I want to make anery sick again. Sick again for anery chicken. Hey, I understand there's a lot of controversies, and nobody likes to see violence unless it's fun. Which right now, I'll be real, Jack, and it's never been less fun. And the rocks are getting thrown, them rocks is getting thrown at everybody, and it ain't a game, Jack. So.
What? Sorry, Mr. President. I feel like you might be bugging out slightly. Just gonna fix a few things really quick. If anybody has any questions for our president here, you know, I'm happy to ask him anything. This is the point of politicians is that they're held accountable by the people. So, Mr. President, do you still wash your Trans Am while in cutoff jean shorts with a boombox? Oh, also, my mouth might be way off. Shoot, I might have to fix one more thing, guys. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, look, we got a little sidetracked there. Sorry about that, everybody. Have I spoken with Cornpop? Look, Cornpop was a dead friend, and he was, his name already said he was a pop. He was, back in the day, he's an Asian man. And I can either confirm or deny that he's still alive, unfortunately. But I do know that if I ever do have a chance to speak to him, I'll say, you had some of the shiniest hair I've ever seen. And that makes me so proud.
Okay. Good to know, I guess. What's up, Kendall? Kendall needs me to put something on her back.
So it's like a double layer. If you take this part off, the thing will come off, and that's why you got like massive fucking pimples here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take off that top layer.
What?
Okay. So don't touch it by the sticky part, you know?
Uh-huh.
And then just put that on the line.
Okay. And then I pull something else off?
Yeah, you pull that plastic off.
There we go. We did it, everybody.
Take the plastic.
Do you want to play Beyblade soon? Or do you have to go?
You did the opposite curve.
What?
It's okay. Yeah, we could. Yeah.
You can?
What the heck's going on here? You got the president on the line. You talking about Beyblades, and this is a travesty to. Listen, man, this is not good. But I will say, if you're playing Beyblade, I will watch it. But okay. Well, look, I'm gonna take one more question.
Well, look, I'm gonna take one more question. Yeah, sorry, we're a little confused today. I'm getting hit from a lot of different angles here.
Did you just change your AAs? No, I didn't. I'm Joe Biden.
And I'm Joe Biden. Look, Joe, I mean, look, I feel like I can't have you here without asking you. You sort of offered kind of unrelenting support to Israel while saying that, they need to respect human lives, but every day they seem to be bombing more and more people that aren't Hamas. And you've come out and said that not all Palestinians are Hamas. So how do you square that circle with all the unfortunate deaths happening? How come you're not putting more pressure on Israel to basically call for a ceasefire, or at least a cessation to the bomb?
Boy, that's a lot of words, a lot of questions. And I mentioned that I'm not afraid of questions. You can't stop questions. They're never going to not be questioned. So, let me put you this way, Jack. If you're at the malt pop shop with your whole gang, you and the boys, the Ringo Rapscallions, my gang back in the day, and your boy Day Tog, he starts a fight, and he gets attacked by a different gang, the Scranton Duringos. They attack your boy Tog, and you didn't even start that fight. Are you gonna abandon Tog? Tog's in your gang.
Tog's in your gang. What are you talking about? Sorry.
You gotta let me finish. Your friend Tog, he's at a fight for his life, and you don't even know he started. At this point, you're confused. Olives are flying everywhere. Your malt got spilled. Nobody's drinking pop anymore at the pop shop. Well, you got no choice. You're part of your whole gang, the Steel Rapscallions. You all got your hair slicked back. You're all wearing the same coats. And you all pull your switchblades and you dance. You dance at that other gang. You dance at the Scranton Duringos and you say, "This is Arthur. I don't know who started this, but I'm with Tog. I stand with Tog. He's in my gang." Because that's the America that's the America we all know. Everybody out there knows when your gang at Street Tuss gets into a little scuffle, there's no limit to how you support your boy Tog. And maybe he starts stabbing everybody in the malt shop. Maybe he accidentally kills everybody in the whole malt shop, and he doesn't kill any of the gang that you started the fight with. But that doesn't mean you abandon them.
I honestly don't. I guess I just don't know I don't know how to follow up on that. It's just so confusing, Joe, isn't
Guess what I'd say is it's a heck of a Wednesday, man. Do we all agree that we like that? We at least all agree that we like malts.
we all agree that we like malts? I don't think people can even agree on that, Joe. I think most people would.
That's just now we're talking crazy talk. Well, hey, that's what makes America so great. Questions: what's better, a malt or a shake? And that's why I'm shaking things up. And I was saying, a malt's better, and I won't malt under pressure, but I will shake with the best of them. And that's the America that I float. I'll float out. We'll float on, like it's one of those songs from those boys that made all the Rube Goldberg machines. And I'll never stop watching early 2008 YouTube videos of those boys, and I hope you never do either. And back to you. I gotta go.
Oh, he left. Sorry, he left, everyone. He's out of here. Okay. Well, I don't know what that was. Sorry, I was a little distracted while talking to the president because trying to figure out if we could play Beyblades. Can't stop, won't stop. Exactly. Kendall, can you have time to do one quick Beyblade before you go? Absolutely. Nap time, exactly. Honestly, I could use the nap time. I'm jealous of the president and all of his naps. But you earn it when you know you spend your whole life fighting for the office and you finally get it. You earned your nap times, Jack. Oh shit, he's in my head now. Okay, look, we are gonna get to therapy, but first we have to munch and crumb, because I need an extra pair of hands in order for them to Beyblade. Because apparently, either Munch or Crumb claims they're having a hand injury and they need a second to Beyblade for them. This is all because we hit a Beyblade goal a little bit ago. Took a minute for the Beyblades to get here, but they are here now. So we'll do this first, then we'll kick it over to therapy for the entire news team. But for now, it's Beyblade time. Yes, back again. Woo! Wait, sorry, we got a thing about Case's disastrous attempts to use AI fluidly. You have to take into account the delay when you switch. If you speak normal and quickly switch to Biden, it cuts out the last thing you said. Cuts to your normal voice. You can hear the last thing you said is Joe Biden twice. Second time, it's without the AI voice. Yeah, Case fucked up his delay timers when he switched it over to try to match Biden's mouth up. He's erroneously pretending to have powers to get guests that he can't. And look, I'm not afraid to say that. Wow, it's just maligning your own network with slander. Oh, maybe I'm the only man telling the truth. Give it up for me, yes. And, I noticed you kept applauding over Crumb. I'm assuming that's a mistake, but he is unfortunately here. Or maybe they just... Okay, fine. It's good to see everybody. Today, apparently, we're paying off the Beyblade challenge, and we'll be blading. And I'm so excited to blade. Unfortunately, I sprained my finger training to blade. I was training so hard to be a master blader that I accidentally bladed my own hand, a horrific injury. You can't see it, but I can barely use this finger, which is, of course, a disaster for me, a disaster for all the women that I regularly pleasure. It's been a cross to bear, but it will heal quickly. Fortunately, I'm going to have to use a second like it's Game of Thrones, baby. You, really? Because you hurt your finger? Are you minimizing injuries? Are you erasing injured fingers? I'm erasing yours because you look fine. Disgusting. Disgusting how this man minimizes finger injuries. I'm saying I don't believe that your finger is injured from practicing Beyblades. It's a shame because I'm so good at it now. I barely had to practice. And how did you hurt your finger? I barely practiced, but I practiced so hard that I injured my finger. It's one of the only injuries I've ever had. It's honestly, for me, the injury is nothing, but my doctor recommended that I don't blade for at least a week. You saw a doctor over your Beyblade injury. Look, the point is, I'm going to need to bring in Kendall as a second for me. Are you anti-Kendall now as well? Obviously, I'm not anti-Kendall. I just think it's a little sad that you can't even fight your own battles. Oh, I'm fighting. We agreed. Game of Thrones style. All right? What, you hate Game of Thrones now? I mean, I liked most of it. Actually, controversially, I think the 7th season or whatever, 8th season was just fine. Whatever the last season was. You liked the last season of Game of Thrones. I think when the two brothers fight on the stairs at the end, it's sort of a nice romantic fantasy imagery. And, you know, I was watching it for the performances and to be taken on the ride. So I didn't hit it with the same level of open animosity that a lot of people did. I think a lot of people just need to chill. It was objectively a terrible ending. They fucked it up. You can't even admit that. Chrome likes watching Brothers, a brotherhood, sisterhood, the fraternity of man and women. Yeah, I am in favor of that. That's not what he was saying. He's saying you like to watch Brothers. It's probably sexually because you're a pervert. That's not even that's not what they said in chat. Travis didn't say that. Yeah, but he was implying it. Because there's something wrong with you, and everyone can see that. So all statements directed at you have a sinister tone to them. That's crazy. Every time I speak to you, I'm like, what sexual deviancy is this man up to? And if only you were more sexually capable, there's no limit. But, you know, you're so weak and you're so probably permanently flaccid that thankfully that limits the amount of damage you can do. This is a horrific conversation. You're accusing me of literally horrific things, completely erroneously, as usual. Well, look, that's just... I'm just asking questions. Questions are important. Almost as important as Beyblading. I think Kendall might need another minute. So why don't we debate something while we're waiting? Let's take a look at the blading table real quick. Looks like it's just about ready to go. What a beautiful arena for the Beyblade debate burst. This is where the blading will be happening. A stunning field for victory. The table barely dirty, barely stained with paints from various projects that Kendall's done. I'm so excited to crush you in Beyblading. You're not even doing it yourself. You've admitted that Kendall's doing it for you. Pathetic. You're afraid. You're afraid of me. You're so afraid of me that you're terrified of Kendall. That's not. I could lose to Kendall. She seems very. She seems to have great dexterity, probably better control over her body and movements than me. I'm an aging man. I'm well into my 40s. And I thought you said you were 50 at some point. I don't believe I said that. And I believe that I believe you're making up statements. I'm in my 40s. And Kendall's a spry 20-something-year-old. So honestly, I think it's a little unfair. Well, I have the strength of a 6,000-year-old. Oh, my God. Does Crumb understand the heart of the cards? I bet you don't even. I bet you don't even know about the heart of the card. They're Beyblades. They're not cards. But there's a heart of the cards. And if you don't even understand the heart of the cards, how are you going to understand the heart of the blade? That blade is your bay. Kendall, you ready to help me crush this man into the dirt? Once and for all, silencing all the haters with a best of 3 Beyblading? Best of 3? I mean, there's a good chance the blades won't even touch each other. Let's Beyblade. You ready for this? I'm ready. Let's do this. It's time to Beyblade. Oh my God, look at her movement already. Wait a minute, is she blading herself right now? Oh my God, she's the second for both of us. My blade is proudly spinning right now. In defiance of gravity itself, my blade spins perpetually and can't be stopped. Kendall, you're fucking me up. Kendall, you're gonna make me lose it. Kendall, my blade has no challenger right now. What? No! Oh, okay, Crumb, your blade flew straight off the fucking table and broke, which by blade baiting rules actually means I get 2 points. That's 2 points for me! I just fucking crushed this man into the dirt. Give it up for me. Let's fucking go! Yeah! What? Demolished. I didn't even get to play. She played both blades. She's our second. She took control of the situation because you were too slow. Put it on the board, on the debate board. Look at the title of this. Look at the title of this. Beyblade Debate Burst. Let's go. She's going again. Oh my God, she started with yours this time. Oh, it's heading off the table. It fell off the table. I fucking did it again. That's another point for me. Best of 3, best I already won. Let's do a best of 5. This is crazy. Best of 5. Let's go back in. You think you stand a chance against me? Oh my God, mine flew right off the fucking Kendall. Kendall, what the hell? Oh no, it's just... Oh no, she totally fucked up the positioning of the board.
We need a ball. We need the baby ball.
Okay, wait. You want to actually battle, Crumb? All right, I'm going in, but I need the blue one. I need the blue one to take the red. Right now, the score is somehow 1-3. I guess we'll say we're gonna see who hits 5 first or something. Wait, why won't my blade stay? All right. Oh, it flew right off the table. I fell off too much second. And that means that's a point for me. Kendall, I know you're better than this. Kendall. It's 2-2. Okay, CV loves you this. What? Okay.
Borders. We need borders.
We're making the battlefield more complex. We're increasing the complexity of the battlefield with borders. All right, now there's going to be no more falling. I'm ready to go at any point. I'm not afraid of this new arena. We, in fact, don't have an arena for some reason. Case didn't bother getting one. And I believe these are knockoff Beyblades, if we're being real. Okay, Kendall straight up left.
Wait, I'm getting Christian.
She's getting Christian. God damn it. All right, we got to sort out what the score even is. If we had a replay system, we would see that I absolutely crushed the first round. And I scored 2 points. Your Beyblade fell off the table and shattered into pieces. Does that mean I get 2 points? Why would it? You got an out of bounds. You got one out of bounds. Then, what? Then I think we... Well, Paragon says you do get 2 points. Okay, I'm taking 2 off the first one. Okay. Then Kendall launched my blade straight off the table, which is another point for me. Seems really unfair because I wasn't given a chance to play. But fine. If Kendall was acting as both of our seconds, somehow, competing against herself, which is crazy. This man is anti-Kendall. This man hates women. What? No, I'm in support of Kendall. And Christian's here. Christian is here. He's entered a completely normal situation. Congratulations.
Look at our setup.
Oh my God, look. There's Christian. Oh my God, it's the real Christian. Gracing the Munch and Crumb stage. I'm gonna go downstairs. He's going downstairs real quick in our huge studio. This voluminous studio. It's giant. You probably didn't even know there were stairs back there. Of course there's stairs back there. You coming upstairs, Kendall?
Yeah, we gotta play Beyblade.
Oh, we gotta play Beyblades. All right, look, this is our moment. We're gonna say it's 3-1. Oh, there goes Christian. There it goes. He took the escalator, yeah.
A straight escalator.
He's straight escalating out of here. All right.
Freaking Beyblade.
It's 3-1. We're saying first to 5. Totally unfair that you've claimed 3 points and I only got 1. But fine, let's do this. It's Beyblade time.
All right.
Did you see that? Did you just see how I crushed that man? That was pathetic. I tried my best. My blade barely stays on my launcher. It's unfair. It's totally... There's nothing unfair about it. You're being pathetic. Okay, Kendall, you want X and Crump second.
Oh, okay.
I'm using the powers of Christian. Kendall is using... I'm a proud Christian blader. And Kendall's using the power... Kendall, unfortunately, has to act as Crumb second. She's doing so in protest. But she'll do her best because she's in favor of fairness. It's currently 4-1. I'm absolutely crushing the game. Uh-oh. This is so unfair. My blade is not working properly. No! No, it shattered into 1,000 pieces. My blade! Kendall, how? Why? No! My blade! Please! Kendall, please! Can we do one more? My blade never even had a chance. We're gonna have to stall. I'll have to entertain all these people. Because the fat fucking chance you're doing it. By the way, it's 5-1. I've already won. But I'll say first to 7 then. By the way, all these points are going on the board. It just isn't a debate. It's called Beyblade Debate Plus Burst. Yeah, this is a debate burst. All of this is a debate. It's a debate between blades. The greatest debate of all. All right, here we go. The blades are in the... Oh, come on, take it easy. What? There's interfere and my blade wins again. My blade, your blade fled the table immediately. Oh, okay, we're back in. This is round 8. Oh my God, your blade is finally putting up a fight, but it's a pathetic fight. What the? See, that's deeply unfair. Your blade had a second burst of life. Mine was still operating off the spin from the last fight. But I'm so far ahead, it barely fucking matters. It's 6-2. You stand no chance against me. This is a miscarriage of justice. Obviously, none of this has been fair. But I would like to point out I definitely won the last one. Okay, the blades are avoiding each other. They seem repelled by almost a cosmic force. Oh, my blade's going in for the kill. My blade's going in for the kill. No, blade. No, blade. No. No. First to 10. First to 10 points. You're going to demolish your already lagging score if you say first to 10. I believe in Kendall. I believe in Kendall. This is my time. This is my moment. It's Beyblade Burst. No! No, the blade failed! That doesn't count! The blade failed to release! The blade failed to release! Please, please, Kendall, it's 8-2. Please! Oh, there we go, a strong launch. My blade is coming in for the kill. My blade is scared of you. Stop it, you're losing your momentum. No, okay, your blade is running out of juice. My blade's bouncing all over the fucking place. Oh, your blade's loose. My blade is doing fine. My blade's taking its time. My blade's gotten a second wind. Your blade is running out of steam. If anything, my blade's just doing a victory dance. Oh, no, blade! No! Look at my blade still proudly galloping through the arena of victory. This is Beyblade Burst. All right, now it's 8-3. Insane. I've already beaten you twice. He keeps moving the goalpost to try to have a chance, pathetically. But my Beyblade will, in fact, burst. Oh, my God, this is a fight for the ages. Both blades coming in hot. My blade, of course, as usual, putting in more work, moving around much more. Your blade completely stationary. My blade has planted itself. And, oh, your blade is cowered and it dodges me again. Your blade is hitting the edge. It's going to run out of juice. No! No, blade! My bae! You're supposed to be my bae! It's now 8-4. I'm on the come up. It's the story of our whole relationship. You think you're ahead, but I'm always coming up. Yeah, pathetic. You're always behind is the only thing you're saying. Both blades moving around. Mine has decided to chill again. No! Okay. No, Blade! Blade, no! Why is your blade so aggressive? What has your blade got to prove? No, Blade, come on. You got this. You've got this, Blade. Please, Bae. Bae, no! Oh, okay, that was close. That was close. Your blade, of course, cheated. It's 8-5. It's 8-5. You were so confident, and I can see your confidence bleeding away. Now that Kendall's gotten the hang of this, she knows how to blade harder than anyone. This is pathetic. You're not even doing this yourself. Us not doing it ourselves was your whole... No! No, and my blade had no problem. Okay, wait. Okay, it's now 9-5. This is for the championship. If I score one more point, I'll win this whole fucking thing. You win nothing because I'm coming for your blade. I'm coming in hard for your blade. Play the music. Hype this round up. No, Blade. Come on, stay on your feet. This is your moment. Please, Blade. Your blade is running out of juice. It's over for your blade. It's over for all of this. I am the fucking champion. We did this. We did this together. Give it up for me. Give it up for Christian. Give it up for Christian, who helped. He helped. This is a proud Christian nation. And in support of Christian, we celebrate my victory 10-5. Absolutely crushing this man into the dirt. All 5 of Crumb's wins with a permanent asterisk next to them because he had to beg to make this a best of 10. First to 10. So unfair. Often my blade didn't even launch because you're pathetic and you don't even know how to launch a blade. 20 subs in honor of Christian. Christian getting the 20 sub train of power. That's Beyblade. Burst, motherfucker. Bursted a blade all over your face. Kendall, great work. Not Kendall's fault. She was cursed to have to represent Crumb, which nobody wants. She was happy to operate the blue blade, the blue bay. It was pretty close. I got half of your points. And that's just normal for you, celebrating being half as good as me. And you should, because you'll never even be half as good as me. This is the rare instance where you can even partially claim to be half as good as me. Usually you're 0% as good as me because you're pure trash. Well, I think that we were on a powerful comeback. Everybody likes an underdog. I will go ahead and update the score. Confusingly, this pushes you to 76. You're just brashly claiming 10 points all at once. So, you know, I think a pretty big asterisk next to all of our future debates that a huge titanic shift occurred today. I'd say actually it's pretty par for the course. Statistically, we're about right where we used to be. 10 points. Earned every point via Christian. Personally, I earned every single point using Christian. Kendall, thank you so much for your support by making sure that Crumb absolutely fucking lost. I don't think Kendall threw anything. I think she was trying. Keep playing the song. What? Don't do my voice. Keep playing the song. You going to Disney? Right now? I'll come later. I'm gonna munch all over Disney today in celebration of my victory. Hey, Crumb, ask me where I'm going. Where are you going? Ask me where I'm going to celebrate my victory. Where are you going to celebrate your victory? I'm going to Disneyland, motherfucker! Yeah! Unstoppable. Unstoppable victory I achieved all by myself with the help of Christian. Going to Universal Studios. Honestly, that is way closer. You guys sure you don't want to go to Universal? Well, whatever. This is my moment. Probably like another hour. Your water? Where's your water? It's up there. We might need help getting it. Which one do you want? You want to show chat your beautiful Star Wars collector's cut? Is it already leaking? Oh, gross. Kendall's... Sorry, they're heading out. They're heading out. They were so disgusted by Crumb that they have to leave. They're going to Disney. Because Kendall has a season pass. She's mentioned that many times. You know, I won't give up and I won't give in. This Beyblade burst. What does that mean here? Oh, with your ghost hair. I don't like this. I like it when you have just a bit of hair right above your right eye. Girl with ghost hair. Crumb should have 59-49. 54. Crumb, you can't even do math that's in your own favor. Oh, I had 5 points. In my head, it suddenly became 4. That's a my bad. Thank you so much, Shaka. Yeah, you should say you should thank Shaka. We all Shaka that you can't add fucking 5 to a number. That's the mental level that you're operating at, and the level of blade that you're operating at is losing. These people can't stop applauding me. They're going crazy. They're going crazy. Settle down, everybody. No, you can keep applauding. It's fine. Oh, they stopped. I just can't stop. I can't stop playing this song. This is like the 10th time we've heard it. Can we turn this up, if anything? This song is so epic. I feel like everyone needs to hear this at a stronger volume. Wait, I've got an even better idea. Stop that. Oops, stop that. Play my victory tune. Now stop that music. Now play this music. There we go. Give it up for me. You know you want to applaud this. Of course you do. Yeah. Yes. Hey, you know, I'm happy to be the bigger man and say congrats. The only one that will ever say it in this relationship. Good job. You bet on the right horse. It is entirely Christian's win. Very obviously. He played every hand that you won. Well, Kendall played some of the hands that I won. I'd like to thank Kendall as well, who was playing against herself on my behalf and crushed you at least 3 times. That is true. You do owe both of them a thank you. And I just thank them for propelling me to a personal victory that I earned 100%. Well, have fun at Disney. A well-earned Disney victory trip for Kendall and Christian. We're happy that they got to Blade. Okay, sub goal for a Beyblade wrap. If we hit 120 subs today, we'll say Case will wrap. Let me update that for you. I wonder what the main character of Beyblade looks like and if we can find him. This is our time. This is a bop. I'll admit that this is a real bop. Okay, here we go. All fun and games until Chet goes postal. You know, maybe we'll have Chet fight someone with Beyblades at some point as well. The Beyblade arena does look real nice. Look at this beautiful arena of blades. Sponsored by Vans, although they paid us nothing. Just really throwing the brand name out there for everyone. They should make a Beyblade movie starring John Cena, not Case's brother. That is, as usual, an incredible idea from you. And that would, in fact, sell 1 million tickets. If any Hollywood bigwigs are watching, take the wig off, screw your brain on, and make that fucking movie immediately. Okay. Beyblade burst. Beyblade burst. All right, great work, everybody. I mean, I may have lost, but I think we all played a heck of a game. I think we all did our best. Just updating the goal. Yeah, or I mean, I could even leave in 40 minutes. Probably. Okay, I'm gonna stream for at least another 30 because I'm gonna force Case to, because I think it's important that he at least streams for 2 hours. Doesn't seem like for a Twitch stream putting up those pathetic numbers of less than 2 hours. Not on my watch. What's your problem, man? What's your problem? People trying to go to Disney. People trying to live their lives. You're hating ass, making demands. Pathetic. Pathetic, but what's not is that I won. I will stop that because we have heard it too many times now. But I would just like to point out that I absolutely crushed you. In 10 debates, I beat you today. A record. Me beating you in 10 straight debates? Well, clearly it wasn't a debate. Clearly, check the fucking board. What's it called? It's called Beyblade Debate Burst. And what does that fucking mean? It means that I beat you 10 times. What's that? I could eat. Sure, I do McDonald's. To the victor go the spoils. I've got a beautiful woman bringing me McDonald's like a king. Those golden arches, they're for me today. What, are we sponsored by McDonald's now? How come you're just pimping all these brand names? CV loves you. Thank you for the super newsing one sub. Absolute king shit. I'm feeling myself today. I can't deny it. I can't deny that I'm feeling like an absolute fucking champion. Finally, you were so on your fucking high horse. I've won 3 in a row. I'm Munch. I like to lick shit off the ground. What? That doesn't even sound like me. That sounds nothing like me. I don't like to lick shit off the ground. I like to get a spoon and scoop shit off the ground. And then I cook it in a pot. I would never cook shit in a pot. Thank you so much for the support, Card King, dropping the gifted sub, as well as the digital cash for the follow. We like to see that. We love to see it, maybe even. And Shivi loves you for the gifted subs as well. Thank you so much for all the support of this Beyblade burst. The Beyblade did indeed burst. I think we need to send the cash to therapy. I think I should debate your ass. Hey, you want to see me debate this man? A war of words instead of a war of bays? Because I'll beat you no matter what. I'll beat you no matter what. Just saying. Turn off these graphics. I don't know if there's time. I think there's time. Yo, if I debate this man, what would y'all like to see? Munch vs. Crumb, but they're the angel and devil on Chet's shoulders? Shit. The Beyblade? I mean, I did already win 10 debates. Maybe I'm being selfish by saying, let's go for 11. But I feel like I could crush you very easily. Who's the best Halloween killer? The best Halloween killer. Trying to think of the film. You're trying to think of a character from when Puppets and Dolls Attack, aren't you? You're trying to think of the specific name of one of the dolls from when Puppets and Dolls Attack. Is that what you're trying to do? Well, there's just so many good ones in the movie. If anything, I'd like to see a list of the dolls from when Puppets and Dolls Attack, and really pick one. You can't just pick Chucky if you're so obsessed with dolls. Well, Chucky's kind of a low-hanging fruit. I have a bit more of an auteur taste when it comes to doll and puppet horror. What's the name of the 6-arm cowboy doll killer? Annabelle. Annabelle is pretty good. 6-shooter. I'm going to say the ultimate Halloween killer is actually 6-shooter. Shoot, how can I show this image right now? You guys are going to need to see this. Because unfortunately, he's not as big as he deserves to be, 6-shooter. I mean, he is the ultimate menace. He's the ultimate kind of psycho killer. But he's not as famous as he deserves. And this is him. There we go. I got him on the screen right now. This is the ultimate Halloween killer, 6-shooter. That's your number one. Of every famous Halloween horror villain, your number one is the doll from the movie Dolls, 6-shooter. Well, It's actually in it's in the franchise Puppet Master. You absolute buffoon. Puppet Master. And he's my favorite from the film. He's got 6 guns. And what's your number one? If you're so dang up on horror films. My number one, there are a lot of good ones. Like there's Freddy, there's Jason, they're obviously pretty big. Annabelle, Pumpkinhead. Who the fuck is Pumpkinhead? Who even is Pumpkinhead? You don't even know you know 6-shooter, but you don't know Pumpkinhead, the horror monster. Fine, I'll get a picture. I will get a picture for you. If you're this uneducated. If you're this disappointingly uneducated. Because I think when chat sees this, they're gonna know for a fact what the better movie monster is. So I have no choice but to educate anybody who doesn't happen to know. Tamtran dropping 5 subs. The subs are out of control, and now somebody's got to rap about Beyblades. This is just how things go down. When it's your time, when it's your moment. This is my time. This is my moment. It's Beyblade Burst. I mean, I could rap about it maybe. Maybe I will rap about it after this debate. I can't rap over this because I don't want to profane this song. I don't want to speak over excellence like this. Well, right now, I guess, can you stop the music for 1 sec? Can I stop? I can't stop excellence. There's no stopping excellence. How am I supposed to stop perfection from raining down upon us? Fuck you, Crumb. Fuck you for trying to stop this. I'm not, it's just really loud. Look at this, the arena of battle. It was an incredible battle. It's like the battlefield of Gettysburg, riddled with corpses. Well, riddled with only your corpse. Mine is still alive. Incredible. You know, that's a horrible analogy. It's a horrific analogy. It doesn't make sense. Make it louder. There's a whole minute left in this. Can we start the debate at least? Yeah, the debate is, and I will shout over this song because I refuse to stop it. The ultimate horror villain? Is it... Oops, that's the wrong one. Is it 6-shooter or Pumpkinhead? Here we go. Look, Pumpkinhead. Look at this thing. It's scary looking. Look at 6-shooter. Yeah, exactly. Look at 6-shooter. Let me move him up a little bit. He's got 6 arms. How many does Pumpkinhead have? 2. And that's all he fucking needs. Pumpkinhead is... Look, honestly, I'll be real with you. Do I remember his backstory? Nah. But look at the character design. He kind of looks like the Thing from Stranger Things. Meaning he's influential. He kind of looks like an alien from the movie Aliens. This did come out after that, but that means he was inspired by horror greatness. But he evolved the game even further. He's got creepier claws. He's got more of a human face. He kind of looks like the alien that was eventually in Alien 4, where it was a half-human alien. One of my favorite aliens, but not as good even as Pumpkinhead. The ultimate horror design. He's a ghoul. He's kind of like he's like a mix of every monster. He's practically looks like a Dracula as well, but he's even more than that because he's Pumpkinhead. Okay, and I would just like to point out that the villain 6-shooter is a doll. Normally, and here's the thing, normally dolls, they're children's toys. But in this twisted incident, it's a murderer. Can you imagine the sense of betrayal you would have as a child? You think you're playing with a 6-armed cowboy doll, but it's actually basically a murderous adult? That is so terrifying. It's hard to even get through the sentence when I said it. Well, I'll tell you what's actually terrifying. A fucking 10-foot tall Pumpkinhead. And I won. Thank God I wasn't even fucking stressed for a second. I knew I would win, obviously. Because today I'm unbeatable like every day. Look at Pumpkinhead. A well-deserved victory. It should not have been this close. Well, it was close, and I almost got them on my side.
The only reason Pumpkinhead won is the name value, the name on the marquee. If people just got to know Six Shooter, they would know he's a vastly more twisted villain. If anything, he's a puppet. He doesn't even have his own will. That's what's so scary about it. What if a puppet did have their own will? And that will was to kill. That's ridiculous. That's not how puppets work. And that's the point. You won't quit talking over my victory. This is my win. I've won 11 times. If anything, get fucking cracking on updating my score. I will update the score because I believe in continuity of rules. It's not for you. I don't need to be reminded. Me and Six Shooter are just fine. I'm happy that he's more of a fringe villain. Those who know, they know. Those who shoot, they shoot. And this guy shoots 6 times. Anybody can shoot 6 times. Well, I mean, but he could shoot 6 bullets at once because he's got 6. He's a literal 6 shooter. He's not a You're misusing the word literally. No, he's a literal 6 shooter. He's not literally a gun. Hey, thank y'all for that. We missed the hype train because I was the hype train today. I was so hyped that I beat this man 11 fucking times in a row. Clack, 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 clack. That might have been more than 11, but you get the idea. Just fucking slapping his ass like he's a fucking Looney Tune. Except you ain't a tune. You just a loony. You a loony ass motherfucking bitch. Loser, 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 loser. You lost. You fucking lost. You're a fucking child. You are a fucking child. You literally ran out of insults. You just started saying the word loser a bunch. You absolute baby. You calling me a baby? Look at yourself. You're a fucking giant baby. Look, we had a lot of fun today. I won a bunch of times. Pathetic display for you as always. Learn to get your little temper under control. You maniac. I'm not a maniac. I'm sane and I'm happy. I'm happy that I won, you piece of shit. I'm fucking happy I won. Of course you are. Look how happy you are. I'm thrilled. Beyblade Burst. Beyblade. In fact, for once, just stop my music, even though I love my music. Play Beyblade Burst. Play us out, Beyblade Burst. Beyblade. You're not just my blade, you're my bae. That means the world to me that you're my bae, my blade. I'll see you all soon. Have a beautiful day. We fucking did it, y'all. We the best. The sparks, they flew. And they proved through the brutality of combat who's the best once again. It's me. We already knew this. It's me. You can give it up for that. I'll see y'all soon. Whoa! Yeah, this song is kind of a banger, guys. It feels bad to stop it, but you know, this is the news. I gotta be more serious, because we're in the news station now. I feel Munch played minor league basketball and never stops talking about it. I think that that's fair to assume. I mean, he claims to be from like ancient Sumeria or something, but I think it's more likely that he just played minor league baseball. You know, 40 years ago. But the jury's still out, I guess. Thank you for all of your support of this important Beyblading moment. We're proving that there's better ways for people to solve their differences. You know, some people attack each other online. Some people, unfortunately, use actual violence. But real men, what do we do? What do real men and women do? And people? We blade. But not actual blades. A better form of blade. A blade that's a bay. A Beyblade. You know? I know that there's a lot of controversial statements thrown around. But if only the world could stop for a minute and just Beyblade. Thanks to Stevie Loves You, Tamtran, Entidaddy, Street Marine, and I Worship Shadow for being our top underwriters, as well as our recent subs, Wit Riot, Riker Sieve, Rocket NV, 401K Jedi, and fourth place Prince. And thank you to those of you that gifted those. Tons of gifted subs coming in, and I do sincerely appreciate it. Okay, it's therapy time. It's time to send the whole crew to therapy. Gonna have to send them to Dr. Chat's brother, who looks a lot like me.
And then I might also at some point then have to send everybody else to the original Dr. Chat. You'll see. You know, you get it. I don't know about that, Card King. Wait, is that a real person? I hope not. Okay. Let's, I think some of them are already over there in therapy. So we'll send it straight to Therapy Town. If I can find the button for the therapy button. Where did I put all of my therapy? What? There it is. Okay. It's therapy time. Okay. It's good to see everybody. I am, of course, Dr. Chat. Let me put on my glasses. Actually, I'm going to go get my dad real quick. I have to run to 7-Eleven. So let me just get my dad real quick. Daddy Chat. And he'll take this first person to therapy. Just 1 minute. Okay. I'm Dr. Chath's dad. I'm Daddy Chath. And thanks so much for being here with me. Whoa, it's quite the transition. Well, I don't know why I'm here. Thank you for knocking down the wall that's just off camera so that I still feel like I'm outside. Otherwise, I would have refused to come in here. Just for the record, I don't go in buildings. I'm a man of the streets. However, we are technically on the streets because I insisted that you break two of your walls down. And now this is basically an outdoor therapy session. Yeah, that's what happened. Anywho, I thought you only spoke as chat. OMG, Trip. Okay, I guess you've started. Trip, how do the streets make you feel? They make me feel like nothing else. They make me feel alive. They empower me. They confuse me. They challenge me. They enrage me. They delight me. All of the experiences a human can have, the pantheon of emotions. It's a trip. And I'm not saying that because it's my name. It's the streets. And you gotta respect them. Okay? When you open the door, you invite the streets in. And then when you step out the door, you're on the streets. I like the way you think. Break down studio walls like you break down emotional walls. Interesting. I do think we live our lives in boxes. It's the very nature of humanity. 4 walls and a roof. And it does protect you. But sometimes is what you need to be protected? Maybe what you really need is to be released, to connect with your own wild nature. And I've embraced that to, I'll admit, an extreme end. But I won't back down. Because, like the philosopher Naruto once said, that is my ninja way. Trip, did your father live on the street or your mother? No, they're both alive and in Florida, in retirement homes, which are buildings. It makes it hard to visit them. I have to ride motorcycles, not cars. I have ridden a motorcycle to visit my aging parents. So the whole time I'm technically outside. Okay. You like gray bush, trim bush, or no bush? In the park, of course. A gray bush in the park would be a dying bush. No bush, it means nowhere to rest my weary bones, because I sleep on bushes. So, a trim bush? Again, I'm a wild child. I'll take a fully unkempt bush. But a trimmed bush is fine too. I love all bushes. Trip, you've seen just about everyone use a trash can as a bathroom. How's your faith in humanity these days? I believe in people. And I like to see them get real. And real can be a little gross. Have I seen a man defecate into a Capri Sun pouch that he cut open? I have seen that. Such a weird choice because it's not big enough. He actually had 6 Capri Suns he'd lined up and he tried to switch them out. It made a huge mess, obviously. Did that rattle my faith in humanity? No. If anything, it made it stronger. Because that's still a person. That's still a person, and I could still see their humanity even while they committed this. An act that some would say is not just in defiance of God, but in defiance of logic. But sometimes you've got to let your brain go there. Was the Man U trip? In a sense, yes. Because I believe that we live in a world of contradictions, okay? Of contradictory forces. The self and the many. One and the same, but also necessarily separated entities. How can both be true? Well, they are, and that's how. So I am that man cutting the Capri Suns. I'm also the man watching. And both of those men are also separate men. Just as all Capri Sun pouches full of his shit are in a way one pouch full of his shit. But they're also 6 pouches. And also the ground got covered in most of it. Have you kept up with Manchester Pervert Brothers? What are they up to these days? They're in the park a lot. They're easy to keep up with because they're usually making a different kind of mess. And, you know, they're tall and they look the same-ish. And, you know what they're out there for. I have time for one more question, okay? Trip, what if I told you that the streets aren't actually the streets at all? You're indoors surrounded by green screens. I've heard that shit before. How does that make you feel? It makes me feel like, you know, reality is always a matter of faith on some level. For most people, it's subconscious. But for the rare few, it's a choice. For me, I'm not sure which it is. Some days it feels like a choice. Someday it feels like something I must willfully accept. It depends how abstract the entity I'm currently talking to is. So to that I would say, sure. Aren't we all, in a way, people on green screens and imaginary dreams? Exactly. All right, I gotta get out of here for now. Talk to somebody else. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go get my son, actually. Just a sec. I'm actually his brother. I'm his cousin from a different country. When someone else has come in. Jesus Christ, I look fucking rough today. Where's my hat? Where's my fucking hat? This is ridiculous. I wear a hat for a reason. It's to disguise my identity. This is a very famous head of hair. And it's important to protect myself. Anonymity. There we go. What's your name? What's your deal? Ovely would totally be in love. Ovely would totally be in love. Oh, wow. What you getting at, friend? Listen, bruv. Can I call you bruv? Say something, bruv. I'm calling you bruv as a matter of love. Where are you from? I'm from the world, alright? I'm from the lurking shadows where the truth resides, where many men are too scared to venture. I'm also from a country, but that's none of your business now, is it? No. Oh, wow. Listen, alright, what's your point? Clem, what do you think of the younger you? Would think of you right now? Would he like what he sees? I think the younger me is me. I also think we die 1,000 deaths. We die an infinity of deaths. Every moment is a little death. Sleep itself isn't the little death. I think you die and are reborn in every moment into the infinity of possibility. Just like my accent slides all over the place. It's because it exists on a continuum. And that continuum doesn't mean that there's no cessation, if you track my meaning. Quit mocking my accent, you wanker. I'm not mocking anything. This accent is to protect myself from being tracked. Is it my real accent? Who's to say? But everyone wants to know, and if they don't know, I'm protected. What do you think of American corporate profiting from the wave of Dobby attacks in the country? I think it's reprehensible. I think Dobby's is real. I think we've proved that.
They're in your backyards. They're outside of your cars. They're walking around in their trousers, in their pants. And I think for anyone to try to profit off of that, instead of trying to rein in the dobbies and their reign of terror, it just shows you the state of the world, where our priorities are. There's dobbies attacking people, and nobody cares. They don't even care to admit that it's real. Clem, do you think you are always searching for the truth because someone in your past lied to you? Who hurt you, Clem? I think the world lies to you. I think we're all hurt in a sense. I think we're born in ignorance, but in a way that ignorance is more honest than the truths that we cling to because they're false truths. So I would say the dishonesty of humanity has in fact let me down. But it also pulls me up because I see that there's truth hidden in that dishonesty and it only needs to be found. Can't the truth hurt you, Clem? It does hurt you. And it hurts so good. Because pain and pleasure are actually they're different. But pain can get you off. I've proven that to myself a lot of times. Like a shocking amount of times I've been like, would this hurt? This feel good? In the right state, feels great. It does hurt though. You know what I mean? And that's truth. I only have time for one more question. Like, we got to get through this. All right, Clem. Clem, when is the last time you had a hug? I don't hug. I don't trust it. I think hugs are imposed upon you by the deep state as a method of sharing affection. I think a better way to share affection is actually a deep stare. You stare at someone. It makes most people uncomfortable. But if you're both truth seekers, then it makes you more comfortable. It's more intimate than a hug. But they think that physical contact is actually affection. Well, why? Who's put that idea in your head? You want to stare at me right now before I leave? The eyes are the window of the soul. Let's do it. And that's a brain hug. Did you feel it? Come to my window. Oh, you've gotten confused. I'm not sexually attracted to you because of the stare. And it's important specifically that this character is very careful with that kind of thing. So I will be bidding you adieu. But thanks for the chat. And that's sort of your name, isn't it? Well, all right. I'll see the gimmick. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you. And I have to get out of here as well. But I'm going to go get another of my cousins.
Hello.
There's a new friend here.
How long are you
Hello.
gonna stream for now?
We've got about 15 minutes left. Has it already been 40 minutes?
I'll tell you Christian about my plane story.
Ah, alright. Kendall's here.
Do you want this now?
I'll do 10 minutes. We're going to speed through these next therapy sessions.
Okay.
And then we'll be back. Alright.
Smalls?
Okay, I'm Dr. Chath's brother. I'm changing things up. And I've moved the therapist chair over.
You don't have to change things up.
Oh, I do. And now you sit in the other chair. All right, that's fine. I'm wearing glasses for therapy because it makes me feel smart. All right. Go to Disneyland. I think Casey's going. He didn't invite me. And if you're asking me if that feels fucked, the answer is 1,000%. I should be going with him. I work real hard. It's cool, man. Bro, you lift? Obviously, I lift. Where do you look at the body I'm rocking? You think people think it's all genetics? They think you roll out of bed looking like this? It takes work, my man. And I ain't afraid to say that. I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable. But results take work. And that's been drilled into my fucking body since I was probably 4 because my dad demanded excellence. My dad demanded excellence out of me. Oh, you're good. You're good. Why don't you remember the names of your 6 sons? I do. Why am I expected to dox my 6 sons live on TV? Results may vary. What, doxing them? It's bad enough that I let Levi and Jean's name out the bag. And Bridgerton. Oh my God. I've never said his name before. Out loud on screens. Fine, the rabbit side of the bag. Yeah, I got a son named Bridgerton. And yes, he was named that before the show. And now he's got to be a fancy British boy just because I gave him a cool name? Chet Man Prison? No, I'm not related to the Man Prison family. And that's a common misconception. They play soccer. Chet, who forget their children more, you or Elon Musk? Musk. Because my children's names are tattooed on my inner thigh. So I can check it. Chet, what gives you bigger gains? Steak with butter or steak with cigarettes? Well, if what you want to gain is cardiovascular issues, then the second one. But really, probably steak is like, limit yourself, dude. Like, have that maximum like once a week. You want lean meats. You want, for real, you want the secret to muscle. There's no, it ain't pleasant, but it's fucking just chicken breasts. And honestly, I'll boil them because it's just easy to throw them in fucking hot water and let them sit. Boiled chicken breasts, very limited carbs. Because carbs got more calories than you fucking think, man. You gotta like boiled boobs. Sorry, I was reading chat. Boiled boobs. I don't know. I just don't know what that means. But don't eat that. Like, I don't. Oh, wait. Chicken breast is boiled boobs. Oh, my God. I've never thought of it like that. Oh, my God. Chat, do you feel like you have to create an armor of muscles because you won't let people see your vulnerable side? Ow! My... Don't... Whoa! Yeah! Holy shit, yes! It's okay to cry. Oh, good! Oh, yes! Oh, no. Oh, whoa, the whole time, every time, you know, I live to make myself strong, but it doesn't make my mind strong. Although, it does actually improve your mood. It does actually improve your mood. So that is a real benefit. And then also, it's kind of like good for your overall health. It's okay to cry for everybody else except you, Jen. Oh, good. I'll keep doing what I've been doing then. Okay, yeah, I probably honestly got to get out of here. Okay, and the Oscar goes to Jen. That was real, though. That was 100% real. I'm wearing my therapy glasses. I'm spreading myself fucking open for you. And you ain't even paid. You know what I mean? You're getting the interior shot and you ain't even paid. I'm paying you. That's crazy. I gotta go. Oh boy. What? I don't need this, okay? I'm not anti-therapy, but I'm busy. What the hell? What the hell do you? I'm Jeff Ripple. I'm Emmer effing Jeff Ripple. Check the graphic. Senior Newsmouth. That's me. That's me. Slap yourself. What, you think I'm afraid of a little slappy slap on my own face? Ow. Ooh, I like it. This is how I news. Except I don't make mistakes in therapy. Because I own up to my mistakes. I've made retractions, sure. Jeff, why did you run that bus off that road? The bus was just being misdriven. All right? I happened to be near a bus that ran itself off the road. And out of the corner of my eye, it was messing with my sense of spacing. So it felt like I was guiding it off the road. But you think what? You think a Lamborghini can drive a bus off a road? My Lamborghini would get squished by a bus. That just doesn't make sense. And I wasn't on that much coke. Bus suicide? I know. But the video shows you threatening the kids with a fan belt. I don't even know what a fan belt is. Legitimately. What's a fan belt? Oh, that's what a fan. No, I just happen to have a fan belt in the car with me. Like, what, because you're holding a fan belt, it's a threat? Who's the main attraction? Your case. Me. Easy. If I was in the driver's seat of an out-of-control bus, does that put me at fault? Of course not. I'm the victim. Always. I mean, in that situation, if it's out of control, it's completely out of your hands. I think that probably, yeah, you are the victim, right? Jeff, since you know so much about buses, what are your thoughts on snowplows? They're fine. I don't know, whatever. It's another name for a Discord server full of people who like your content. Snowplows is? Why would they call it snowplows? The main attraction. You're trying to trip me up. You're trying to mess with my head. Well, good luck. It's a steel trap. Nothing gets in or out of here. Jeff, why do you cover your Taylor Swift tattoos up with your beard? Are you ashamed? I'm not ashamed of anything. I got eras tattooed on my neck because I lost a dare to Steve-O from Jackass. Back when I worked at MTV Cincinnati. And I wasn't about to... Steve-O thought he got my ass, that I wouldn't get a tattoo because I'm some news stiff. No, I got the word eras tattooed all down my chin. This is an open office? Yeah. Anyway, joke's on you, Steve-O, because I look better than ever. I like having a beard. And it's not even because of the tattoo, which I pull off. I gotta go. Okay. We don't go into the office. Jeff, how many 3 days worn panties have you ordered online? I thought we were saying goodbye. But 36. And I have to go. I stopped at 36 because it's a nice even number. I like multiples of 6. Bye. See you next week. I've got to come back? Sniff, sniff. No one can prove I sniffed those. I need to go. I don't get why we have to wear glasses. Court ordered. Yeah, court ordered. That's deep lore. AR therapy. What are you getting at? Liliana, the glasses are kink. Don't show my kink. Don't show it? I would show your kink. I'll never shame it, but I will show any kink. If like the kink exists, then it should withstand the light of day. That's my thing. Why unless your kink is night, fuck in the daytime. Stop with the German accent, Gina. I'm not okay. You see, you're doing some kind of abstract confrontation therapy. I've been very clear that I'm not Gina. My forehead isn't that big, okay? And she does not have the level of chest cleavage hair that I do. I've got some of the hairiest cleavage in the game. Liana, do you really have a German accent, or are you trying to be edgy? What? Why is that edgy? That's a question for you. Okay, I get that there's a checkered history, but it's not like you can control an accent away from.
Does this look like anything to you? That's a heart. That's a, oh, white, but there's a little trees or something. Oh, is that how hearts are? Why do I have hearts and brains behind me? Stop trying. You can't swallow your own accent, Liliana. I'm not trying to hide from my own accent. Liliana, were your parents sex positive? No. They tried to convince me that that sex doesn't exist. You know, I think they actually stole the movie Boss Baby from my dad's memoirs. Because that's basically the whole story he gave me of how I came to be. He told me that my brother was a adult baby from heaven who tried to challenge the concept of dogs, but ended up reaffirming the existence of storks. Are you still hunting for hunting the Von Trapps? I don't know what that means. Liliana, say one German phrase. Schluss mit Kindergarten. It means the boss baby in German. Schluss mit Kindergarten. You seriously never saw... Allow. You seriously never saw... Sound of Music? You know, just because, you know, if you're German, does that mean you've... If you're Irish, does that mean you've seen The Irishman? Which oligarch has the wrinkliest balls? They're all honestly so wrinkly. Like, some, like... Well, he's out of fashion, but Ralph Nader. Like, he's not exactly an oligarch, he's sort of out of the club, which is part of the reason I'm not as attracted to him. But back in the day, when he was kind of on the come up, we hooked up a few times. And I was surprised, because usually, like, the more lefty boys, they keep their ball smoother. I feel like it's almost a conservative kink to make them as wrinkly as possible. But they were like, you know, it's like when you see like in a microscope, they like zoom in super close on skin. You're like, is that the Grand Canyon? No, it's the balls. I gotta go. Lovely chest hair, Liliana. Well, thank you. And if you mean that ironically, no, I'm taking it as a compliment. Liliana, what's the toughest relationship you've been in? I said I have to go. I briefly dated the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. And... like, you know... I don't know. We had like similar vibes. And it was like... unstoppable force, immovable object, you know? Which usually I'd get off to, but... I just couldn't vibe with her. Anyway, I gotta go. Double glasses. I put on glasses over my glasses. What, am I not supposed to be here? Del Toro. I've gotten that before, and I prefer that over the usual comparison that I get. Guillermo, are you stuck in the dark place? I'm Peter Gibbon, and I'm not him. Case and Sarah are the best thing to come out of G4. I'm sure Case would be happy to hear that. But is that supposed to be a burn on me? Guillermo del Toro and a pair of testicles? Are you saying I look like that? Peter, why do you always smell like burnt cheese? Well, I eat a lot of burnt cheese. Yeah. I mean, what? You're not allowed to like heavily burnt cheese. It's crunchy, like a chip, but it's made out of pure cheese. How do you really feel about Fiona's dog? I don't think it's her dog. I'm pretty sure that it's never been. I'm pretty sure it's never been her dog, and she made that super clear. I don't know why Kay entertains its delusion. If anything, Kay should claim the dog. Peter, you're not good to get in trouble. Peter, you're not good to get in trouble with Susan, are you? I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not good? My question. Kid Rock. What about him? My question. Hey, I'll admit, Bar with a Bar, back in the day, or even now, come on, when the My Name is Kid Rock drops at max volume, that doesn't get you a little psyched. Unfortunately, he's in more recent years kind of lost it. The music's worse and his opinions are crazy. Thoughts on Homer Simpson? Oh, my neighbor Homer Simpson? I live next to a South Asian fellow named Homer Simpson, which I didn't realize was an indigenous name. He's a nice guy, but he's practicing to be a concert percussionist. Like, I think he's aiming to be in the symphony, but specifically the percussion role. Anyway, he practices all hours of the night. Yes, I made a Twitter thread about him. Yes, I might have phrased it indelicately, and yes, I do apologize. But he was being very noisy past 11 p.m., and that was an agreement we had. Admit it, Peter, you're a fish man. And no, I didn't say fisherman. You're a fish man. Like what? Like an H.P. Lovecraft side character? Well, then that means I'm touched by the gods, baby. I don't have gills. He's always outside his house. A real Miss Homer. I did say that in the Twitter thread. And I understand now that it wasn't the strongest use of his name. No gills. Let's see your butt. You're all over the place. And that's how you trip people up. I see that. I'm not showing you my butt. Nice try. Everybody wants to get a peek. But that's for me to know and you to find out if you're lucky. And I don't think you're that lucky today, mister. But it is round and it is nice. What that butt do? Wouldn't you like to know? You're fun. I'm having fun with you. Not a fish, but a human. Fish. Human ate. Not a fish, but a human. Natty. Humanity. I'm not a manatee. I'm a man. Okay. I think we gotta go, right? Old Gil was in a pit of despair. Okay, no, stay. I gotta go. Huge manatitties. That's workplace harassment, and also I'm assuming wrong for a therapist to do. Huge manatitty? That's just an insult. Or it's not. Wow. Okay, I see. You gave me something to think about. I took it as an insult. But why would huge manatitties be so wrong? Yo mama. You're right, I did get them from my mama. And I love them on her, so why not love them on me? Thank you. LOL. Is that Spanish? Okay, well, look, I think that's not everybody, but I think that might be all. We'll shave the rest of the news team. I'm pretty sure it's just DJ Newsick and Trent. And I think that's it. And technically, AI Rooney. We'll have to do that later, because Case did technically say he'd rap. So it'll be a quick one. Okay. And Krish, but Krish is just future Trent. Oh. The dog. He's not a dog. He's future Trent. Rap tomorrow. Good call. And Apple Dapple. That's a... Okay. Thank you all so much. And now we send it back to Case, who I will probably rap tomorrow so that his guest can get out of here. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh shit, the Patreon. Sorry, I gotta change my auto transition. I think I can take it from Disney actually. Oh wait, but I'm supposed to record it. Shit. I'll bring my laptop. Is there gonna have Wi-Fi that I can use my laptop? You know, I'll just use my phone. I think I'll use my phone. You know what? I'll see if Fiona or Cassim can record it on their end. Or if could someone record the Discord, you think? I bet they could. I don't think, because it's already kind of a lower quality rip of just off my stream. I'm sure he cannot. I think we can figure it out. I think we did it straight off the Discord a couple weeks ago. I'll double check that it doesn't create a bunch of other work for people, but then I can take a hot call straight from Disney, which I think adds something, guys. You all record it. Well, I appreciate that. That honestly is the safest option. Well, anyway, that's for me to figure out and you guys to not have to worry about at all. We did it. It's time to find someone to raid. And I will rap tomorrow. Avali, I haven't gotten to raid Avali in a while. She's not about to get off, is she? Let's see. Off of Twitch. She's only been going for an hour. So I think she'll stay on for a bit at least. It's an Avali raid. Let's see. Ask her. Okay. Let's see. Here's my question for her. And I wonder if this will get her to look it up. Who has a bigger forehead? Gina or Alexander Skarsgård? Because if you look up Skarsgård, he's got a big forehead too. And I think it's worth asking the question. Whose forehead's really bigger? It's probably Gina. She's probably going to say Gina. But, you know, what if she says Skarsgård? Then it's a huge controversy. All right, everybody, that's our stream for the day. I'm headed off to Disney, where I will be doing a live Patreon at 6. And hopefully Fiona and Cassim will be fine with that. So, you know, I can let you know exactly how it's going. Maybe I can take the Patreon from the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your day. If I have time, I will stream tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's the last day of my Amazon job. And then my goal is to not take as many jobs for the next, 3 months. Because this one paid enough that I shouldn't have to. But, you know, we'll see. It's also hard for me to say no to jobs when they're like, but what if we pay you a lot for the next one? Anyway, the goal is to do a bit more of my own stuff for leading me into the new year. Why? Because I want to. And also, I kind of want to make a show with my friends, which I can tell you guys about at some point. Perhaps I'll be making a whole-ass pilot with my old cigarette sandwich team. Anyway, that's stuff for later. Have fun with Avali. Ask her about whose forehead is bigger. This one would be with my sketch team. Alexander Skarsgård, Gina Darling. I have a sense I know who she's going to say, but I'm curious. Bye-bye. What the heck?